All right, everybody, welcome back to episode of Steelers Breakdown. Today, let's talk a little bit about what the tape showed from yesterday against the Los Angeles Chargers. 20 to 10 win. Some pretty good stuff. If you want to check out Steelers Rewind, the initial kind of reaction right after the game, we can do that. But I wanted to back up my statements and my thoughts with tape, and so we're going to go through that today. Just a rundown of a few things that came out of the locker room today. Troy Fautano's injury is to the other knee, not the knee that he had the MCL sprain in, so that is interesting. Corey Trice said he feels okay. So did Alex Highsmith, but both had MRIs. We'll see where that goes. Jalen Warren had an MRI in his knee, and Najee Harris was in a sling. So a lot of injury notes to kind of get up to date on. Obviously, you're still wondering about Russell Wilson's calf and Isaac Seumalo's pec. So Steelers are really banged up right now. They've played some physical games here in the first 3 weeks, and we'll see how that all kind of comes together. But I want to go over the tape here against the Chargers. Let's talk some ball because this was, in my opinion, one of the more fun games to watch over the last few years. Just because of how everything came together. But specifically, I just think I'm having a blast, watching the development of some of these guys, specifically uh, this offense. We're seeing guys like Justin Fields and Mason McCormick get in there, and you're seeing all these guys kind of step up and try and find their roles. So let's start with number two. I think that is who people probably want to talk about the most. So Justin Fields, man, played well. Again, I don't think it's like extraordinary stuff yet. I don't think it's like, wow, this guy's the face of the franchise stuff. I want to see a large sample size for that, but lots of encouraging stuff thrown with anticipation. Eye manipulations of safeties and linebackers to open up holes in the middle of the field. That is encouraging stuff from Justin Fields. That's the type of stuff you want to see when you are looking for, okay, this guy did everything wrong on those sides from a standpoint in Chicago. And a lot of that led to picks and crazy plays. He didn't win from the pocket consistently. He is winning from the pocket consistently now. And so there's just so much that is really working for him. Justin Fields definitely should start against Indianapolis. I think it's hard to not start him moving forward. Now, I don't think Russell Wilson's healthy anyways. I don't think he's fully healthy. I have not seen this man take a play action bootleg. I have not seen this man do a sprint yet. Until I see that, I am not buying in on Russell Wilson being 100% to run this offense. You have to be mobile to run the Arthur Smith offense, a quarterback, and that's when I will buy in and say, okay, Russell Wilson's finally ready to go. And so Justin Fields has played really well. He's threading the needle. His accuracy looks really good. He's making a lot of plays that good quarterbacks make. And it's not like earth-shattering stuff. Some of this stuff is not earth-shattering. A lot of it, like the third 15 and he fires a seam up to 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 Calvin Austin on an alert. Like, good recognition, man, of the blitz. It's not groundbreaking, but it's stuff that we hadn't seen previously. And so the Steelers need to keep developing him. I think they're doing a nice job of taking it step by step. I don't think they're diving into the Shark Tank. I think they're holding on to him a little bit, having some training wheels on. I think they took some of those off, and I think you saw that big time throw to Pat Freiermuth. I think you saw the really nice touchdown at Calvin Austin. You saw examples of this, and so slowly it's starting to peel back layers. I think that's really important for where this team's going to go if they are going to go further than where they have in years past. Justin Fields has been playing well. His pocket presence at times has still been questionable. He's taken a bad sack or two each game. I still think he should have thrown the ball that became the interception. He had an open man in the flat. So there are a few things to clean up for sure, no doubt about it. But he's playing well, and so that's important. If he keeps up this level of play, and sure, there can be trepidation about that because again, we have 3 years of knowing what he was in Chicago. But right now, the Steelers version of Justin Fields looks like a new man. He is going to set career lows in pressure to sack ratio, time to throw, basically every negative turnover where he plays. He is on pace right now to set career lows in that, and that's encouraging stuff. So wanted to start there. Another takeaway I had, folks, Zach Frazier is so good. Like, dude, this guy is playing. I'm not even going to mince words. He's playing at an elite level. I mean, this is not just a good start to his career. No, it is literally an elite start to his career. Like, unbelievable stuff. What a start to his career he has. He's maneuvering guys in space. He's getting to the second level. He is absolutely crushing in the run game. He's calling out protections very well. He's passing off stunts easily. There's just like almost no negatives on his tape right now. It is so, so encouraging to see that. The Steelers look like they have hit an absolute home run. I mean, they really do. They look like they have absolutely hit a home run with him. He has been awesome. As for the rest of the offensive line, I got questions about Broderick Jones. I don't think he looked, you know, great still, but I think he looked so much better than he did in previous games. He shed the brace and it mattered. I mean, we had talked about this, right? That brace, it came to his apprehension. It was apprehension there. There was a lack of confidence in his ability to move guys. And that was a huge issue if he was going to really make plays and be able to hold up against guys like Joey Bosa. So now he's wearing this thick rubber pad without that restriction. And while there's definitely still issues, he's definitely still kind of lacking high school on some assignments. He's falling off blocks a little bit. His technique is still a little bit of a mess. I also see the flashes of last year that I think kept him afloat. And that's what he needs because the first 2 weeks, I just don't think compared with the preseason, I just don't think he was playable. He's getting knocked off a spot. He has a few reps, I think that were questionable in this game, but he also moved guys in the run game. He created positivity in the run game. You first a snap of the day, he just plants Bosa into the ground. Bosa didn't return after that, but like you looked at it, you said, "Whoa, like that's where you need to be." And so there was real positives. He's got more power in his punch. He's able to extend more. Like, dude, the brace was such an issue for him. It really was. So he's not fixed by any means, but like this resembled 2023 Broderick Jones. And so you're going to still look for that growth, but I thought he was so much better than he was before. So this is real positive. If you're looking at him, I think going forward, I would start Mason McCormick. Now, Spencer Anderson has some nice blocks in the run game, but McCormick is like a freight train that doesn't really know where it's going yet, which I mean is both good and bad. But he's fun. He's plays with physicality, energy. He's got great athleticism. He played well in pass pro, so there were positives there. Now, obviously, that goes out the window if Isaac Seumalo plays, but that is obviously a really good sign for the Steelers. Shifting to the defensive side of the football, Cam Hayward. That's all I need to say. Cam Hayward. This guy's 35 years old, playing at the level he's playing at. Like I actually, when I watched the tape, couldn't believe some of the reps he was doing. I mean, there's one rep where the Steelers are in their under front, and he is lined up over as a D end in base with a tight end on him. He just forklifts the tight end back into the first puller and then decides just to tackle the second puller and the running back together. It's one of the most absurd plays I have seen from a defensive lineman this season, let alone a 35-year-old defensive lineman. He's got it. His pass rush ability, his strength is all there. His game ages so well because the power part of his game has not faded. And that is so important when you were talking about a longevity fact from someone like him. And so Man, that extension's looking pretty good through 3 weeks. Nick Herbig is just an absolute missile off the edge. He had some plays in the run game. I'm fully, still not fully buying in to this just yet. The run defense. I want to see a full game of it, but good first impression there. The pass rush stuff, I don't need to be, sold on. It's there. He's explosive. He's crafty. He's got multiple moves. He can beat you inside. He can beat you with a dip and rip. He's got great bend. It is so fun to watch him just go out there and win. He is explosive and he is a difference maker. Alex Highsmith, missing a few weeks probably going to be a bummer. I think he is. I think through Herbig's ascension, what you see TJ Watt do every week, and these discussions around Alex Highsmith, I think Highsmith's become underrated, become underappreciated for what he does. He's a great run defender. He's a really good crafty pass rusher. He's a really good player. And so still have three really good outside linebackers. And if he misses time, I think you're going to see some things from DeMarvin Leal. I really do believe in what DeMarvin Leal did this summer. I think he's ready to explode onto the scene too. So I think there's going to be some positives there from DeMarvin Leal as well if Alex Highsmith misses time. Outside of that, secondary continues to play pretty well. Dante Jackson, Deshaun Elliott have been really quality additions. I think Patrick Queen had his best game in a Steelers uniform, played with a lot of physicality. He was really amped up for this game. You could tell he just got after it. He was laying the boom. Was much better in terms of his run fits. I thought he was much more technically sound this week than in past weeks. Didn't miss tackles in space, things like that, where it just didn't look like the first 2 weeks Patrick Queen was like fully comfortable going through things, or when they were asking him to do things, they were asking him to do some basic things. Just asking him essentially um to do the dirty work, right? Let's spill this, run and feed it back inside, et cetera, et cetera. So that was good to see. I think seeing Patrick Queen have the game he did is really quality stuff. And so this team, I think this is their best game of the year. I think this is the most complete game of the year. The defense looks awesome. Um, and then when we have kind of taken through, and when you look at the offense, it has started to look a little more sustainable. And I think those are very, very important. And so Steelers starting to put things together. Lots of positives to come from this. Facing the Colts, they're a banged up team. We'll see. The depth is definitely going to be tested, but they got some exciting players to really watch moving forward, folks. So we will be back tomorrow. Tomlin will talk. We will have more to talk about then. Thanks for watching Steelers Breakdown, folks. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for more. If you are listening to this on a podcasting platform, make sure to leave a review. Thanks for listening, everybody.